Hi, Kevin Blanch. I want to put up a video in the context of all the conspiracy theory people out there, all of the I'm sure bin Laden did this theory out there, to the whole complex and the bin Laden mythical fairy tale idealistic bullshit that has been created. Yeah, look, when I put up my videos are intended to create debate. My videos is the same thing when I teach. My lectures, my videos are to make people think, because we're so ingrained and dug in and buy into anything that fits our fucking particular set of fucking rules that our fucking cognitive process has structured. Now, why is that? Is it a complex, the way the brain is fucking formed? Which I'm a big believer that is a lot of it. There's all kinds of studies that have come out that compare the conservative mind to the liberal mind, and it's something you're freaking born with in the Dimex of your brain. There's probably a lot of fucking truth to that. Same in the conspiracy theories. Look, if you're a person who believes all conspiracy theories, or you're a person who believes no conspiracy, you're both fucking wrong. Look, conspiracies are real. We know. I equate it like this. I equate it like the Keynesian scale of homosexuality, which I believe in that thing. I believe in the conspiracy scale is the same way. I don't know what we'll term it. You guys come up with an idea. I understand the fucking bin Laden fairy tale. I understand that this whole mythical fucking bullshit has been created. But listen, hear me out. Number one, we live in the popular opinion, contemporaneous idealism, fucking America that we are. We live in it, whether you like it or not. Popular opinion rules the day. That's why my videos are in the context of popular opinion. That's all that counts. There is no wrong or right. There is only popular opinion. And it is so fucking true. It is so true. And we have popular opinion contemporized in America that fucking bin Laden did this, and this is the bin Laden fucking myth, and the myth needed to fucking die. The myth needed to fucking end. And if you don't think it needed to fucking end, you are not participating. And if you think, and look, I've lived my entire fucking life in the non-participating realm. I have refused to participate and become a contemporized Orwellian fucking sheep moron. From the day I was born, I have fucking lived my entire life in a very abstract fashion. From the day I was born, I have never had a 9-to-5 fucking job. Even when I was a kid in school, I've lived totally abstract my whole fucking life. Even my own children don't know what I do for a living. They're like, God, Dad, sometimes I'll see you walking around with a wad of hundreds this fucking big. Other times, I've been fucking filthy, stinking rich in my life, and fucking poor as poor several times, and I was born without money. I've made this myself up, and now people don't know. I don't tell people because I am a non-participator. I know that the American idealistic fucking journey is a fucking myth. I know it is fucking crazed fucking bullshit. And if fucking the death of my father being nuked in the Nevada test site doesn't give me a fucking agenda to be pissed, and I've never blamed the United States Marines for the death of my father. I have never blamed them for that. Ever. I never will. It's like this. I say it like this to everybody when we get into this debate with people. When Reverend Wright, Barack Obama had to distance himself from Reverend Wright. And by the way, when Saul O'Brien played the speech that Reverend Wright, and I am a speechwriter, I don't tell people that. I freelance as a speechwriter, have for years. A lot of my material has been stolen. That's why I love YouTube. That's why I put all these things up YouTube so I can tag, so this shit can quit getting stolen to me. You hear me throw out my one-liner, science fiction, economics, cordial conversation, all these one-liners of mine. There's a method behind my fucking madness. Reverend Wright's speech is one of the most brilliant fucking speeches I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Ever. The man is fucking genius. Barack Obama had this, and everybody's saying, John McCain attack, all the rights attacking. Well, John McCain understood what I understand. I told everybody, there's no fucking way in hell he's going to fucking attack. Are you fucking kidding me? And they're like, why? Real easy. Semper Fi. The Marines are the Navy. The Navies are the Marines. Fuck, for God's sakes, fucking John McCain's father was the fucking admiral. If you're in that culture, which I was raised in Special Forces, 3 Special Forces fucking guys. I was raised in that culture. I am a big believer in the CIA. I'm a big believer in fucking Special Forces. Special Forces could have did what they did the other day, or if they did it or not. That is not the debate. Americans believe they did. I'll leave that up to you fucking guys. I say it happened. But anyway, they could have did that at any fucking time. It could have happened at any time. Think about the billions and the trillions. I understand that Bush created this fantasy fucking fairy tale Cold Power line. And we created this fucking mythical idealism so we could go into fucking Iraq and murder fucking millions of people. Don't you think I know this? I'm anti-war as it fucking gets. That's why I believe in Special Forces. I take care of this fucking shit with small amounts for peanuts on the fucking grand scale of what we fucking spend. But in the context of Reverend Wright and John McCain, Semper Fi. Like I said, his father's the fucking admiral. If you fucking deep-rooted so against one person in the Marines or the Navy, and the Navy or the Marines. If you're deep-graded in ground, your belief system, you totally hate somebody, but he's a Marine or an ex-Marine, ex-Navy. Let me tell you, I grew up there. My father was fucking so Semper Fi to the fucking death. Refused morphine on his fucking deathbed with the most horrific death you ever seen. And if you don't think radiation is one horrific death, it is a fucking horrific death. Fucking chemoed him so hard, blisters on his fucking tongue. These beautiful brown eyes, everybody used to say looked like Elvis with muscles. Burned the pigment out of him. Not one tear. He's the only person, not one fucking tear. Refused morphine. Semper Fi to the end. Kept a fucking safe. That is who those people are. John McCain's in that family. So is Reverend Wright. And like I said, Reverend Wright's speech is so beautiful. He talks about America and the fucking things that we've done over the fucking years. He's not a rabbit. He's a realist. He's private. So am I. I understand, you guys. I understand that the fucking pragmatic, idealistic way has been lost, and it was lost a long time ago. I understand it is a philosophy that causes all this fucking bull. It was a philosophy that created the fucking Bin Laden mythical fucking fairy tale, and it was a philosophy that had to kill it because there's a small little detail. We all want the same things as Americans, but the left and the right is a philosophical fucking idealism. The right is dumb motherfuckers. I hate to say this. Their philosophy is an ignorant, lowy, dummy down philosophy. They fight with fucking anger and a fucking emotion with no intelligence. Anger and emotion in symphony with intelligence is a beautiful fucking thing. The left does it pragmatically. That's what has to happen. Look, we can all sit around this fucking country and say, hey, fuck it, this is all a giant myth. We're just all been fucking thing, and it'll fucking eat us fucking up, including me. I have struggled the last 10 years with this set's theology. Look, I have been a non-participator. I have been abstract. But there's one thing that trumps all that and puts us all in this together. It's called the environment. You cannot fucking run and hide from nuclear fucking radiation spill. You cannot run and hide from fucking pollution going into the fucking Gulf in the fucking South. I've lived my whole life abstract. I don't participate in this retarded fucking contemporary. Get up at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, drive 100 fucking miles and chase my tail on a fucking tag. I knew that was bullshit from the time I was 5 fucking years old. I've never done it. I'm a freelance speechwriter. I'm a derivative arbitrage specialist. I'm a plaster, fresco artist. I know one thing. You tell people you're a derivative arbitrage specialist, they're like, fuck, you might as well fucking tell them you're fucking speaking Mandarin Chinese. They don't even know what you're talking about. That's why I don't tell people. I don't talk about it. And as far as freelance, my writing, look, everybody's careers in America have been fucking crushed over this Bin Laden scam. And I'm a true believer that fucking Greenspan caused all this long before 9/11 ever fucking happened with his fucking science fiction. And people say it all the time. Literature changes things around the edges. I am totally so fucking disagree with that. I say literature changes things at the core. Greenspan's literature changed his whole world, which changed our whole fucking world when he started reading fucking Ayn Rand. It changed everything. When Lenin read a book on fucking Marx. When some of these guys read fucking Wealth of Fucking Nations. When I'm in my class, I tell people, when you read literature, you be fucking careful when you fucking read it. You cannot indoctrinate yourself on it. And that's what's happened. So I say literature is at the core. And Mark Twain used to say this all the time. I am America. He said it more than once in more than one context. What man could ever say that, number one, who would have the balls to say that? And number two, what man could ever say it and it's true? Only one, him. And you read, he was the most Freudian fucking writer of fucking all time. He struggled with the same said things I'm talking about. As he got older, you look when he built his big house and they had the fucking fairy tale Christmases and he bought into the American idealistic fucking dream and he was all that. And he was Freudian. He said it himself, he did everything for fame and fucking money. Everything that he ever fucking did. Read what he says about the end. At the end of his life, well, that's the reason I like. He struggled with these things fucking hard. He struggled with his own spirituality, fucking via the fucking Christian nation that we had evolved into. He struggled with all the fucking idealistic propaganda bullshit that we fucking are. He struggled hard with it. So have I. So have you. I've struggled very hard. But I know one thing. When fucking bin Laden was killed or not killed, but the American popular opinion believes he was fucking killed, and that's all that counts, is American popular opinion. That's all that fucking counts. My fucking business has been on the ass. Yesterday, I had 4 fucking calls for frescoes yesterday. 4 as a plaster. I haven't had 4 fucking calls in a year. I had 3 calls yesterday. My phone ran off the hook. I had 3 calls as a fucking speechwriter, freelance speechwriters. Look, I haven't had 3 calls in 5 fucking years, and fucking, and I got 3 in one day. I had 4 calls from hedge funds fucking yesterday because their computer fucking models are not fucking working like I told them. And to go back to work as an arbitragist, I told them all to go fuck themselves except for the fucking frescoes. I'll go do one. I'm going to go do one this morning because I am about passion. I live abstractly. Look, just because I put up a thing saying cheers to fucking Obama, cheers to Hillary Clinton, which I truly believe. I do believe in the man now. I don't agree with a lot of things he did, but I think he's, well, I know. He doesn't control the fucking show. None of these people control the show. George Bush, Fox has more, he calls himself the factor. They're not just the factor. They're the entire equation. And the sum of all parts has been what these motherfuckers have created in the last fucking 10 years. Fox News. There's your fucking popular opinion controls this fucking country. Big time. Congress is the voice of you and I. And we can live abstractly, which I have. We're going to put on my tombstone, I never answered to fucking anybody. But if you live abstract, there's one thing. Why do you think I'm so venomous and fucking get so fucking wound up about the environment? You cannot hide from that. We cannot live in an abstract fucking world and not participate into this fucking socialized, contemporized, chase your fucking tail bullshit, which I refuse. I will never do that. I tell people I'll walk around fucking eat dirt and pick up cans first. I would fucking ride trains first. Honestly. But the environment, we can't hide from that. We all breathe the fucking same air. You think I'm all passionate about the BP just because of those fucking guys down there? Which I do care about them. And I do fucking romanticize and love fucking birds. And love the marshes and love the fucking smells. And I have a cerebral cortex who understands art and fucking sucks it up and loves that fucking type of thing. It fucking means everything. That is the fucking difference between the liberal mind and the conservative mind. I can walk into a museum. I can see a Kandinsky. I can see a Pollock, and my fucking blood pressure races to the front of my face, and I get all impassioned, and I get all happy, and it brings joy to me. Things like that. Those fuckers have no clue what they cannot take that from me. But when it comes to the environment, and they spew fucking nuclear radiation across this thing, we all breathe the same air. We're all connected in the fucking same food chain. That's why. That's why. And the fucking fairy tale mythical idealism, the bin Laden that was fucking created, it fucking affected us all. It fucking hurt us financially, economically, socially, fucking mentally. It is fucking over. The fucking 30-year philosophy fucking cooked up, started by that fuckhead Reagan and that fucking moron fucking George Bush and Cheney and Wolfowitz and Bremer and the piece of shit and the Fox News idealistic fucking nightmare. The fairy tale is fucking over. Whether it was really killed or doesn't kill does not fucking matter. It has nothing to do with it. It does not fucking matter. It is fucking over. Let post-ignorance fucking begin. A new realm, a new future for our grandchildren, our children. It is fucking over. The fairy tale is over.